Want to learn how you can start generating leads and sales with Facebook ads without using a landing page? Then keep watching this video. What is up everybody, Fred Lam here, and welcome to my video channel where in this, I'm going to be showing you the A to Z walkthrough on exactly how you can start using Facebook lead ads to start generating leads and sales for your business. So whether you are an affiliate marketer, online coach, business consultant, small business owner, contractor, service providers, or even solopreneurs who are simply into real estate or mortgage broker or even insurance, then this video training is going to be perfect for you because I'm going to walk you through over my shoulder exactly how you can set up a simple Facebook ad to start generating leads for your business. But before we get into it, make sure that you smash the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so that each time I release a brand new video, you're gonna get notified right away. So before we actually get onto my computer, first thing first, Facebook lead ad right now, it's a complete goldmine. And in fact, it is designed for beginners and even business owners and even large corporations to start using this underutilized strategy to start generating high quality leads for pennies on the dollar. And like I said, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to do so that by the end of this video, you can actually start creating your very own, what we call the automated lead machine. So let's head over to my screen right now and I'm going to show you exactly how to do so. So we're back in my screen right now and we're inside one of my Facebook ad account. The first thing that you need to do is click on the create inside your Facebook ad account to create a new campaign. Now, in order for you to trigger Facebook lead ad, you need to select lead generation under the consideration objective. Click on continue. And now we're going to start with the campaign name. Now, under the campaign name, you simply just name it for your internal use on remembering what your campaign is about. Usually, it is the offer that we have inside our campaign name. So I'm just going to call it a demo. Now, for the special ad category, so for those of you that are in the housing market, in auto insurance, credit, so anything that does monthly payment, or it is about real estate, you would need to ensure that you actually turn on special ad categories. Now, the reason why is because Facebook don't want your ads to discriminate anyone. And again, credit, employment, housing, and social issues related to politics, you need to actually make sure you turn on the special ad categories. Now, the difference is when it comes to the special ad category is that you are unable to change the demographic and there are going to be limited targeting features for this setting. It is a blessing in disguise because that really means that the targeting is going to be limited. And what that means is that your focus should more or less be on the creative and the ad. So that again, it makes the playing field really easy for everyone. So in this case, we're going to actually turn it off because we're not in any of these categories. Now, next thing is campaign budget optimization. Should you be using CBO or not? Well, first thing first, if you're scaling your ads, it is important that you should be using CBO. But if you're just testing out your product or your offer or your services and you're seeing what is sticking to your market and what your audience is responding to, then you simply want to actually have this turned off and go after ABO so that your budget is allocated inside the asset level and not the campaign level, and allowing Facebook to do simply what they believe the budget should be allocated to. So again, rule of thumb is when you scale, use CBO. When you are testing, use ABO. So in this case, we're going to be using ABO, which is Asset Budget Optimization. Then we're going to click on Next, and you're going to be brought into the targeting side of things. Now, we're not going to actually name the ad set just yet. We're going to go down and scroll down and simply set up the campaign first. So for the lead method, we're going to stay as instant form. This is where it triggers the pop-up form for you to actually collect your leads information. Next, under your page, you simply select the Facebook page that you are using to run ads. And if this is the first time that you are creating a Facebook lead ad, you will be asked to agree the terms and services. You're just simply clicking on the few terms, accept it, and you're good to go. Next, we're going to scroll right down. Under the budget, here's the rule of thumb. The higher your budget is, the more traffic you get, the more impression you get, and the faster you can actually analyze your data. But you can start with $5, $10, or $20 at max in the beginning. That's what I recommend. But when you're scaling, obviously you can do a much higher amount number. So with that, we're going to scroll all the way down under location. The first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to edit the location, because by default, people living in and recently in this location is not what we want. We wanted to actually change it to people living in this location, because we don't want travelers or people that are out of town that are just visiting to actually see our ad. We want those that are living or working in that location to actually see our ad. So we're going to change this into people living in this location. Now, under the location, if you are a local business, you can simply put in the exact address of your location or where your office is and go after a radius mile on exactly who you actually want to see your ad. If you are a national brand or a worldwide brand, then obviously you can actually put in the entire country. Now, the rule of thumb is that when it comes to targeting, okay, you only want to have one country targeting at a time. So even if you are an affiliate marketer and you are looking to actually generate an email list to start selling products, then what you want to do is to make sure that you create a new campaign for every single country, because each of them obviously work very differently and the data will be very different. So that being said, right now we're just going to go after just Canada only right now. And then when we scroll down, you can actually change up the age. I know our age demographic is usually around 30 plus, men and female. And now under the detailed targeting. Now under the detailed targeting, once again, remember, remove the detailed targeting expansion. If your account defaults that this is a check mark, make sure that this is actually removed. All right. You don't want Facebook to help you expand on your interest targeting, because you want to actually micro test to see what audience and what targeting is working best for you. So that being said, let's say that we're basically advertising for a lead center for business to actually get B2B clients using our automated lead machine. I can actually go after just one singular targeting, maybe people that are interested into lead generation. Now, again, the same rule of thumb apply. You only want to actually have one targeting per asset if you are advertising nationally and globally. However, if you are a local business, simply just want to go after a specific city or a radius mile of exactly where your location is, you want to use something called targeting stack. All right, I actually have a video that I talk all about it, and you can actually watch it at the top right-hand corner. You can actually click that link to actually learn more about the targeting stack. But in a nutshell, a targeting stack is essentially where you are having all the related targeting and keywords into one asset, so that you're actually making this potential size audience bigger. The bigger it is, the better, because you're allowing Facebook's algorithm to do the job, and your CPM will be much less than simply having a potential reach of just a couple 100,000. So again, you can actually stack this audience up. So in this case, right now it's 210,000. I don't think it's actually big enough. So I'm going to actually put in lead generation. And one simple hack that I always do is I always put in my main targeting inside the detailed targeting. Then I click on suggestions to actually see what other recommendation Facebook has. And I usually just go with the Facebook recommendation, because after all, the most important part is really the copy, which is the creative and the ad that you are going to be using. So in this case, I'm going to go after digital marketing. online advertising. So this is what targeting stack is. They're stacking up these targeting one by one to actually make this potential reach bigger. All right. And that's what we're basically doing. Next, under languages, make sure that you go after English all. Now, if you have a business that really serves, let's say, the Japanese market, the Asian market, the Indian market, the Punjabi market, or whatever it is, you can actually go more specific, but your ad needs to basically be in the same language as who you are targeting. So let's say, for an example, if I have this opened up to all languages, that means that if my mom, who doesn't know much about English, sees an ad that is all in English, although based on Facebook's tracking is that she is a qualified personnel to actually see my ad or to actually buy what I actually have to sell, she's not going to respond to it because the ad is all in English. So as I said, if you obviously serve in the Chinese community, you can actually create an ad all in Chinese and just go after Chinese. But in this case, majority of you guys are going to go after the English market, so make sure you just set to English all. All right. Next, we leave placements as automatic and we leave everything the same. Now, what I do, once I actually got these ad sets in place, I go back up to the very top and I actually give my ad set name. A name that relates exactly who I'm targeting. So in this case, I'm going after lead generation plus online marketing. And then I will put a hyphen. I'll go after 30 plus. So I know the demographic. And they are all basically in Canada. And my targeting size is 2.4 billion. So without me going into my ad set, and just by looking at my data reporting, I will know exactly who I'm actually targeting already so that I don't have to go in and click an extra button. All right. So, and again, it also allow me to see from a bird's eye perspective how big the audience size is. So once you got that done, click on next, and you're going to be basically creating the actual ad itself. Now, there are a couple parts with the ad itself on this side of things. So the first thing first that we obviously have to do is to create the image. Now, with Facebook Lead Ad, we find that image works phenomenally well. Now, for those of you that don't have a graphic designer and you're unsure of how to actually create a image ad that's going to actually do well for Facebook, here's a quick tip for you. And I'm actually going to show you how we do it. So when you actually go into Canva, which is completely free, you can actually create a new design. And what you want to do is create a custom design that is 1,200 by 1,200 pixels. So that this way, it's actually a square ad, just like this. Now, the next thing that you can simply do is very simple. There are a lot of templates that you can actually use right on Facebook itself. Sorry, I mean, right on Canva, there's actually a lot of templates that you can actually just grab that really make sense and fit for whatever product or services that you are going after. So in this case, I can actually select this. All right, if you are into skincare or cosmetic, right, or eyelashes or whatever service that you provide, this works phenomenally well, right? If you're in the gym, you can obviously use something like this, just like that, right? Something very, very simple. Now, the other hack that we have is also very simple as well. I'm just going to basically add a new page. Another way that you can actually go and create yours, if you don't like the templates on here, we go with a very simple method, which is first, we find a relevant image to our offer. That's the first thing that we want to do. And we want to basically use royalty-free sites like pixels.com or pixabay.com. And in this case, let's say that we're trying to generate business leads for our Leads Hunter for Business. Then I'm going to basically put in maybe local business and see what comes up. And we're open. And I'm just going to see what image, or I'm going to do sales increase. Let's see what can be a good image that I can use. Lots of customers, so I'm just coming in with different images. Or you know what? I'm going to do a super easy one. Since that this is just a demo, I'm just going to use money. And all I'm going to do is just downloading this file. All right, so once I'm done, I can go back into Canva, and all I have to do, I'm going to move this video around, is just to upload that photo right in here. Okay, so once I actually uploaded the photo, I would basically just make it bigger, just like that, and I would just put it in the center. Now, the next thing that I would do is I would click the background and change the color to black. That really stands up. And now, all I have to do is just put a headline at the top and a call to action at the bottom, right? Very simple stuff that you can actually go after. So I'm just going to put a text, add a headline. You can use it as red or you can use it as white, really up to you. I'm just going to use white. Free leads. All right, just making it up right now. And then I'm going to add in here, learn more, make this a little bit smaller. All right, so change it into white. Okay, so again, I just have a headline and a call to action over here. So I just say free leads, but you could actually say, again, you want to actually have a compelling headline and say, get high quality leads. Okay, I'm just gonna make this a lot smaller. That's too small. $36 will be good. All right, just a quick headline and a big call to action, and that's really it, right? That's all you got to do. And you can also change the color, like high quality or pennies on the dollar, to a different color. So that's what we do. I'm going to change it to like red to really stand out. And now you have your image all ready to go. So again, that's what we're basically doing. You can either use the template inside Canva or just create something simple yourself to really bring out the attention of your offer, which is really this one, the headline over here. So all you got to do is just click on download and then save it, and then you're good to go to actually start using the image for your ad. So now going back into Facebook, I'm going to basically, I already have an ad created, so I'm just going to add an image. All right. And now with the ad itself, here's what I usually do. I would try to keep the copy as little or as short as possible, but as punchy as possible. One thing that works really well is what we call the call out ads, especially for local businesses. So we're basically saying, struggling to generate high quality leads online. We can help. All right. Schedule a free demo to see how our innovative digital strategy can help your business generate leads for pennies on the dollar and without worrying about the rising costs of ads. All right, and that's it. Something short and simple. And also one thing that I do is I always make our ad pop out. Now, what I mean by that is we basically just add in emojis. So the website that I use is called phillyapp.com. And and I just simply look for some emojis to really make it all stand out. So, but you don't want to have too many emojis, okay? You only want to actually be very subtle on the emojis that you want. So I'm just going to put a question mark here, and maybe a rocket, and then generate leads. All right, just like that, and make it stand out. Now the headline, usually it's an answer to the call-up question. So I'm just going to say free demo help see our innovative strategy in action to generate high quality leads for your business. All right. Next, call to action. You can actually do book now, learn more, sign up, whatever it is that you like, or just going to use book now right now. And last but not least, you would actually have to create the instant form. So what we've done is just basically the ad itself, as you guys can see over here. The next is when someone actually click on the ad, it actually needs to pop up the opt-in form right inside Facebook. So all you have to do is simply just create the instant form. First thing that you want to do is go to the settings and make sure that the sharing is open. By doing so, if your audience share the ad, their friend sees it, they can still opt in. If you do it as restricted, then even if your targeted audience share your ads and their friend sees it, they're not able to opt in, right? And you don't want that. You want to basically have this make as open. Then under the content, we're just going to give it a name. I'm just going to call it demo for YouTube. All right. And then next, under intro, okay, you can actually remove the greetings. Usually that's what we do. We remove the greetings and we actually ask for the information right away. So under the question, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can actually add in like their phone number, street address, city, state, users information, demographic questions. So there's a lot of things that you can actually ask, which is great. So in this case, we're going to actually ask for email and phone number. So I'm going to just hold on to these 6 little dots to actually drag it up. And all I have to do is put in a 1 sentence to reinstate the offer. So enter your best contact information. Schedule your free strategy section to see how we can help you generate leads for pennies on the dollar. All right, that's really it. Something short and simple. And then under the privacy, this is very important. Okay, so given that Facebook is going to be sharing with you their users' data and their users' information, you need to make sure that you have a privacy policy in place. It is mandatory when you are running or creating Facebook lead ad. So in this case, I'm just going to go to leadstunnel.com. I'm just going to grab my privacy policy. Paste it right in here. And then I'm just going to say privacy policy. All right. Now, under the completion screen, this is basically an area of opportunity for you. So once someone opts in, give you all their contact information, they're going to basically land on the screen. You can actually control exactly what this screen is talking about and what the next action step should be for your new leads. So in this example, I can actually say, awesome, we'll be in touch soon. And then in the description, I can say, in the meanwhile, I'll just say, please check your email inbox and phone for your next step. Meanwhile, if you want to speak with us immediately, you can call us by clicking the button below, and we can help you out right away. All right. So again, in here, you can actually send someone to a website, or you can actually get the person to actually call. So the person can actually put in a phone number, and then the person can actually call and say, click here to call, right? And then you put a phone number, and then what happens is that when someone actually click on it or tap on it, it will actually directly call your business. So it's great if you don't really have a website. It's actually ideal for you to actually do so, right? If you want to actually speak to as many people as possible. The other thing that you can also do is simply direct them to the next step that you want to actually take. For example, you can actually go and create a short video to introduce what you have, to actually get them ready, so that then when you reach out to them, you know that these leads already are aware and know what is going on, right? So in this case, I'm just going to randomly just do a visit website for now. I'm going to say in the meanwhile, we have a short presentation for you to learn more about our innovative strategy to generate high quality leads online. All right. Just like that. And then I'm just going to randomly select something right now. Click here to watch this video. And then, okay. And all you got to do is just click on publish, and you're all set. The last step is to click on the publish, and you simply let the ad up and running. However, there's a problem. You might be wondering, well, Fred, where are these leads? When they actually opt in, where did they go? Well, first of all, they're actually hidden right inside your Facebook ad account and also Facebook page. And there's zero automation on sending out an SMS or email out or adding it into your favorite CRM. This is why we actually built Leads Tunnel, to actually help you automate the entire process and to nurture your leads at the same time. So in this, once we actually have these all set, we obviously want to set up the automation. So when we're inside our Leads Tunnel account, I'm going to move my stuff higher here. One thing that you can do, once you're inside, you can simply just create the plus button and create a campaign. So in this case, you can actually create a Facebook lead ad. Click on next. And now you give it a name. So I'm just going to call it the demo for my beloved YouTube followers. And we select the Facebook page, which I'm not sure why I don't have that Facebook page. But anyhow, in here, you can actually update the form to whatever you like. And it will actually showcase and show up right away. So I'm just going to randomly select a form of mine. Realize I didn't have that one in place. And then in here, you can actually set up email and SMS. So what this does is that once you actually got a new lead from Facebook, you will automatically get an email and SMS to notify you so that you can actually jump onto the leads right away. So you can actually turn these on, click on the next step. I'm going to assign all these leads to myself. And then under integration over here, you can actually integrate it with over 20 different CRM of your choice. So we can actually send it to our Sendling list, which is our email service provider. You can send it to HubSpot. You can send it to Salesforce, wherever you actually want, but you don't actually have to do this. If you don't have a CRM, you can actually skip the step and go to our automated messages. In here, when you enable these, what will happen is that when a lead becomes your lead, they will immediately get an email and SMS from you. And you can say whatever you want in these copy and actually get them inboxed and get the SMS sent out right away, so that you simply prolong the hotness of the leads. Because after all, you're not going to be right beside the computer or right beside the phone 24/7. So at the end of the day, with the email automation and SMS, it will just notify your lead that you will be contacting them, and you can actually have them go on to the next step of whatever you want them to do. All right, so you're setting the expectations on what's happening next so that when you call them, they know exactly what is going on. So once you actually click on save, you're all set and you're all done and you're all good from there. Now, inside Leads Tunnel, there's also a lot of other features that's going to really help you. For example, we actually have a activity log to actually see what is happening with every single lead, if they actually got your email or not. We even have a lead scoring profile to actually allow you to simply see what is the quality of the lead based on the email, phone number, and the behaviors of the automated email and SMS. So again, that's really it. All right, there you have it. I hope that you can actually see how easy this is. Listen, the first time you do it, it may obviously be a learning curve. But if you actually follow exactly what I share with you inside this video, you are going to start generating leads for much less than the traditional way of doing so. Now, at the same time, right in the video description, I have an invite for you where you can actually join my community for free and also have access to my entire free course where we go in detail on helping you how you can start generating leads with Facebook lead ads for pennies on the dollar. It's a complete lead generation mastermind that we have built to really help businesses, solopreneurs, or individuals that really wanted to actually start generating leads online and start turning them into sales. So as I said, this is completely free. All you got to do is go to the video description, click that link, and actually join our community and also get access right into our free course. So I hope that this video training really helps you. And like I said, all you gotta do is just follow the steps and simply apply it for your business, and you are gonna actually start getting leads at record speed and also at an unprecedented pricing. So go ahead, do it right now, and I look forward on seeing you in my next video. Bye now.